every time I speak. I keep it straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I speak. Straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I speak. I could never be mad because you hate on me. I've been laying low for a while, my city waiting on me. Real niggas got their paper on me, I won't let them lose. Too many money alarms and I can't hit the snooze. I plan to get these streets the blues and watch you labor shoes. And since you fools don't have a clue, let me take you to school. See, I've been doing this for a while now. Call me the queen of this underground. Bow down to an under goddess. Never been a fugazi, I don't do fraud. And I never put a facade on for none of y'all. If I don't deal with you the long way, you ain't my wow. I'm trying to get this money always, and you laying down. I rise up before the sun rise, no time for clowns. Clown, I got a vision, I'm on a mission. Hey, my hustle game relentless, no time for gimmicks. See, I been in the trenches and I grind my way out. Y'all be talking about this life, but you don't know what it's about. I done seen droughts, I done took other routes, I done throwed it out, winning in this out. Plus I stay real, so that's how I get my clout. I am Queen Road, I'ma represent the South and third crack on this track, cause it's a drought. Yeah, straight up, as real as it gets. I keep it straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I see it. Straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I see it.
So you ain't bout that life, nigga, straight up. OG been doing this shit for years, get your weight up. I go up south, man, straight pick a eight up. See, I get money in my sleep, hater, wake up. Ain't no sense in playing 12 goals in my mouth. On some real nigga shit, that the represent the South. I ain't gotta speak, I let the streets do it for me. Picture the past and back, my life a true story. The trap back, you can catch me on the air. Posted in the hood, trying to sell a nigga half. Standing on lean, on gorilla perp, they go bananas in the hood when I drop gorilla work. I spit it like the AK, it's GPK day. Chopper bullets lay you down, no play. Gang gorilla way realer than a lot of niggas. Word to Bob Marley, and my solid nigga. Look how they got a nigga, they trying to Glock a nigga. The whole rap game trying to Tupac a nigga. I won't stop, nigga, I keep going, I keep going, nigga, I keep growing, nigga, yeah.
Straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I see it. Straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I see it. I work this 9 to 5 every day on my tape. I don't believe in sin, wrong way, no nothing from the state. Ain't out here selling cookies, but if you do, I ain't hate. Everybody gotta get this money in their own way. I never seen money walking, talk like here I go. You do what you do to get it, ain't gon' get some more. Got some niggas dead in the past, I'm trying to get it all. But who's to say when it's enough, like who's gon' make that call? When you got kids, they ain't bills, you just trying to live. This American dream, but it ain't what it seems. I done seen the biggest dope boy turn into a fiend. You see the game ain't your friend, you just play to win. It's a two-way street, both ways are dead end. You better get you a plan, man, ain't no sense in playing. You know them feds got a case for you, a place for you. Your main bro, talk to your phone, now what I used to do. Keep it straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I see it. Straight up, as real as it gets. 100%, you feel me every time I see it. Straight up, yes, Queen Bro, ain't no system playing.
Don't play.
Yeah, ain't no system playing.
Straight up.
And we gonna keep this motherfucker shit straight up. Straight up. Phil, keep this shit straight up. Don't lie. I'm killing this beat. Your boy not a rapper, so I ain't got time for that right now, though. I ain't got time. I want to hear it, though. I rise on it. Don't lie. I'm killing this beat. Your boy not a rapper. I'ma die in these streets. Cut in. You know what I'm talking about? I already stopped my shit. I ain't gonna play it though, cause yeah, I need to play that bit. Cause I wanna know how long. I'm trying to figure out how long these motherfuckers been using this technology, and niggas still waking up, and niggas still ain't woke up in 2025. You gotta still hurt a nigga sleep And niggas just not rubbing their eyes trying to wake up to this shit. But I'm trying to show you, this shit is not no new shit to these people, man. How long they been replacing motherfuckers, dog? Working on this shit to try to keep themselves here because they know they will be, by nature, these hoes will become extinct fucking with us, man. They doing right by nature when they commit incest. That's how they got the motherfuckers stay here. Real shit. On everything. This is why I like to go listen to my nigga. This one nigga who keep me straight. He keep me straight right here. This nigga right here. I love listening to this nigga. Now watch how he got down talk about this nigga John Paul the Pope. This man was in the 70s. This shit was in the 70s, nigga. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? This shit was in the 70s, my nigga. But this is my nigga. This is let me know goddamn all the shit I went and researched. And I ain't crazy. This man here goddamn on their ass. This man here on their ass. In real life. Shit. I do this. Go into my nigga, cause my nigga gonna talk some shit. I want y'all to catch this shit. Go to your goddamn, go to your shit right there like that, boom. Go to that shit like that right there, boom. You know how to do it tight, then goddamn do it like that. Anybody interested, y'all get it.
4 months ago in audio letter 37, I revealed that Bolshevik influences within the Vatican were preparing to throw the Roman Catholic Church.
He said the Bolsheviks. Who are the Bolsheviks? Trying to overthrow the Patrilia. See, the Bolsheviks goddamn was a communist party goddamn, them the Soviets. So it was a major part of goddamn the world back then when I was growing up in the city. I was born in 70, my nigga. The Bolsheviks, the Polacks, the Polish. Anytime you hear that P.O., anytime you hear that motherfucking P.O., that Popo, all that shit bullshit, politics, all that P.O. shit bullshit. We don't even supposed to be fucking with the guy. Fuck the Popo. Fuck Poland, fuck all that shit. All that shit don't mean them a police, the North Pole is the police your ass and control you. They control you from their pole. And their pole is not on top of your motherfucking head. It's in their area and they controlling, they patrolling the whole thing. Yeah, real talk. Fuck the motherfucking P.O. You know what I'm talking about? Let me let this man out there and tell y'all.
Within the Vatican were preparing to throw the Roman Catholic Church into the Bolshevik war against Russia. 2 months later, I explained how Pope John Paul I had run afoul of this game plan and what had happened to him as a result. I also pointed out the tangible evidence which was available to prove my charges of deceit and fraud within the Vatican. And now, the real Pope John Paul II has also fallen by the wayside, contrary to appearances. As I explained in audio letter 39, Karol Cardinal Wojtyła of Poland was elected Pope because the Bolsheviks wanted to make use of his anti-communist image in their war against Russia. But as Pope John Paul II, he also had a flaw which the Bolsheviks could not tolerate. From the moment he became Pope, Wojtyła made it clear that he intended to shake up the Vatican bureaucracy, known as the Curia. Initially, he did not reconfirm any top officials of the Curia. He merely asked Cardinal Villot of France to stay on as Secretary of State, quote, until other decisions have been made, unquote. Through these actions and other statements, Pope John Paul II made it clear that he was planning to completely restructure the Curia. Any such restructuring, my friends, would have dealt a serious blow to Bolshevik power within the Vatican. For it is through the Curia that the Bolsheviks now exercise their Vatican control. And their key agent, Giovanni Cardinal Benelli, is one of those who would have been replaced in a Curia reshuffle. But the Bolsheviks had known that Cardinal Wojtyła, as Pope, would try to change the Curia. As Archbishop of Krakow, he had often spoken in favor of such restructuring. So when he became Pope, they were already preparing to make sure he did not carry out his plans. When Cardinal Wojtyła was named Pope on October 16, 1978, it was only his anti-communist image that the Bolsheviks wanted. Wojtyła himself was a strong-minded man, not the type that usually makes a good puppet. And so, even before his election, Wojtyła's unacknowledged replacement was being prepared. For the first few weeks of Pope John Paul II's reign, he was kept busy with public appearances. On October 27, he began his shake-up of the Curia by firing a veteran cardinal, Cardinal Felici, as president of an important Vatican council. But his heavy schedule of public activities tied his hands from moving rapidly on the promised reforms. Then in mid-November, the Pope virtually dropped out of sight for a time. But on November 21, the Vatican released an announcement that was as brief as it was stunning. As of that date, Pope John Paul II was said to have confirmed in their posts all the top Curia officials who had served the previous two popes without explanation. We were told, in effect, that Pope John Paul II had undone his own plans for Vatican reform. My friends, here is what actually happened. During the period in mid-November when Pope John Paul II was seen very little, his poisoning was in process. Beginning November 18th, this took the form of a very powerful airborne poison based on plutonium and zirconium, a variant of the poison that produces Legionnaire's disease. The Pope's condition deteriorated rapidly, and he died at approximately 4 p.m. Rome time on November 20, 1978. Shortly thereafter, his body was secretly removed from the Vatican, being taken first to an interim location about 45 miles northwest of Rome. By 8 p.m. Rome time the following evening, November 21, his body had been cremated. It was earlier that same day that the Vatican issued the terse announcement saying the entire Curia had been reconfirmed by the Pope. Since that time, an actor has been playing the part of Pope John Paul II. This man is neither Polish nor Christian. Those in Europe who have more opportunities than we in America to see the Pope should observe him closely. Pay close attention to the voice, the mannerisms, the closeness of the photography. Compare the pictures of the dead Pope and this actor, and the exact nature of his public utterances. These days, the actor Pope is the most visible Pope in history, made so by the controlled major media. And his pronouncements are moving the Roman Catholic Church closer and closer to open confrontation against Russia. My friends, in audio letter 39, I explained how the satanic fraud surrounding the death of Pope John Paul I could be proven. Now their fraud has taken the life of another Pope, and 700 million Catholics are gradually being called to arms in the cause of Bolshevik warfare against reviving Christianity in Russia.
See what I'm saying? How long they been motherfucking replacing motherfuckers, man?
Besides the Middle East, there is one other imminent trouble spot for Russia right now, and that's Poland. In audio letter 42, I revealed the Bolshevik plans for a Pope's revolution to erupt during the actor Pope's visit to Poland. Originally, the visit was scheduled for this month, May, but was delayed until next month instead. And very early this month, the actor Pope, the Bolshevik double for the late Pope John Paul II, was eliminated, along with his Bolshevik boss, Cardinal Benelli. Both have been replaced by doubles from Russia, but the evidence is not yet clear as to whether these doubles are human or robotoid. Having accomplished this Vatican coup d'etat, the Russian and Polish leaders believe they will be able to prevent the assassination of the Pope from taking place next month. That is why, early this month, Poland suddenly reversed her earlier plans to levy stiff charges against journalists who entered Poland to cover the Pope's visit. It is a calculated risk. But the Russians feel that the publicity surrounding the Pope will be beneficial if the Bolshevik assassination plan can be thwarted.
How long these motherfuckers been replacing motherfuckers, man? That man talking like that in the 70s, man. That's why I got like to go listen to them. That's why I'm just start playing this shit and catching back up. Like I used to just listen to them all the time. Now they replaced John Paul II way back then. Jimmy Carter was a Robotoid, all this shit. Man, these folks talking about this shit way back in the 70s, man. And before then, that's just my era. You know what I'm saying? So they been replacing motherfuckers, man. That shit is weird. Been replacing. Look at this nigga now. That COVID shit wasn't nothing but a motherfucking poke disease. You ever seen a sanctuary made like a snake? He stand right in the middle of the tongue mouth. The snake mouth, the tongue of the snake. He stand right at the pulpit of the snake. Yo, those are poke disease, man. They took the woman off the medical staff and everything. He's got one snake on the medical staff now. That's the RNA and DNA. So you mean to tell me they didn't just blended the motherfucking RNA and DNA together now it's just one strand or some shit? Though the snakes represent on the help on the medical ball, that's your spine, and them snakes represent the medical symbol that represents your RNA and your DNA. When they first came out with a double X helix, when they first say they figured out about the double X helix, they know about the double X helix way before they let us know they know about it. We get this shit after them. They already doing their research and shit. They feed us the shit like they want to feed it to us, man. You know what I'm talking about? They find out about the double X helix and shit and all the DNA, RNA and DNA strands and all that old shit. You feel me? But they done took one of the snakes off the medical stuff. Now there's one snake, one world, everything one. Real talk. Let me get this up on this bitch. I want to just drop that on you, man. How long they been doing this shit? How long these folks been replacing motherfuckers, man? You understand? Yeah. The fuck just happening? But we got on these moves been replacing motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. How long they hold been replacing motherfuckers, all that old clone shit. I told you what they been doing with the motherfucking placenta the whole time, using shit for stem cells. That's the first thing I told y'all, my nigga, we gonna follow this motherfucking money. And when I followed the money, it led me straight to NASA and them stem cells. And when I found out where they were getting them stem cells from was from the melanated womb of these black women. They want melanated stem cells. I been told y'all all this shit. All this shit just gonna fall right on this motherfucking line. If they something. They the snake. They the one coming to the God. They wrote this. They put themselves in there when they came into the God. And they run shit. The snake came down and took over everything. Took over everybody's mind. Made motherfuckers start doing shit they don't supposed to do. Control nigga mind and everything else. Some of his curse was gonna be to crawl on his belly forever. The shit, the bitch crawled in on his belly. There ain't no motherfucking curse. There ain't no goddamn curse. The bitch crawled in on his belly. Shit, he ain't walk in with the snake. Walked in. And you gonna be cursed up crawling and just slither on your belly forever and ever. Bitch, I crawled in on my belly. I'm already slithering. I slither right up in this bitch. Yeah, straight from the Russian side, from over there on the east side, on the east one I'm telling y'all about. Over there, them Mongolians and them Brits with Russian and Mongolians share the same motherfucking area. The Soviets, the Bolsheviks, them the ones who started all this fake ass space travel shit, and these motherfuckers come after the space travel, the motherfucking Kokazar come in with the motherfucking idea of something about a motherfucking globe and all that shit. He come trying to construct a globe out of iron contraption. They had the earth all down in the center of the contraption. Man, these folks got us fucked up, and they been doing this shit. They one snake. That one snake, that's one world order. And they put that snake symbol on top of the motherfucking the United Nations logo now. You know what I'm talking about? They blocking out this because the United Nations logo is a flat earth map, and once you got there and lay that bit down, you start seeing and putting these people in geographical locations where they supposed to be and where they originated from, and their indigenous area, you can see how the fight started, who we supposed to be fighting who, and who did what. That's all I'm trying to tell you. But shit, that was a poke disease. That was a poke disease. They put that COVID shit out here. They been doing this shit. When we was researching that shit, I can go show you the patent on code. Now, it's about 13 motherfuckers who patent that shit. I did that shit when I was in prison, goddamn putting videos out. Then goddamn, when you do research on it, they say it came from bats and rats and all that shit, and all that shit came from a motherfucking snake. When they got them the China, no Trump got to throw China right off in his mouth. He got to go against China. He Ashkenazi. He got to go against the Khazar. He got to go against them. That's the script. That's how they got to do. First thing he do is holler China and some bats from a cave and all that old shit. Y'all don't remember that? Came from a bat in the cave more than China and all that bullshit. Then they got there started goddamn. Then they started talking about rats from China. So they goddamn they went into rats. And studies came back inconclusive for rats and motherfucking bats. But it came back conclusive when somebody out here they were doing their own research. It came back conclusive for snake venom. That COVID shit, that COVID-19, that shit was snake venom. That's why you lose your taste and all that shit. That then, motherfuckers, the smokers, it seemed like the motherfuckers who was smoking should have goddamn been more susceptible was goddamn to catching COVID than the ones who the non-smokers. That's why they started promoting niggas to start smoking. They doing that time. They started, all of a sudden they started putting commercials on somebody start smoking. You see them now? I don't see no commercial now somebody start smoking. Kicking that habit. Right during that time, they want niggas to start smoking because they motherfuckers who smoke, some kind of receptacles in their brain was goddamn, it combated the motherfucking disease and it helped them. That's why smokers want to see smokers still breathing good, smoking and ain't wearing no mask, none of that shit. Real talk. For real. For real. You see, I'm telling you for real, because that's why you ever seen the old cowboy movies when they have snake bites and they tie the tourniquet around the leg to stop that area of the blood from flowing so they get the poison out and shit. They suck the poison out with the mouth. Then for days they go along, they can't feel their tongue, they ain't had no taste from that snake venom that and spit it out. Remember they used to get there and do that to the snake bites? Yeah, that's why they lose their taste and all that shit. But it was a link. I gotta go find that link I had got from my Hookup Chino when I was locked out. I was trying to send it to many people I can. It's a doctor. It's the name of the video was a romper room. It was a romper room video. And he was explaining all that shit. He was explaining how the man had sent him an email asking him if you had a patient with certain symptoms, would you treat them in a certain way. What it was hitting at the snake shit. So he ain't think about it.
Can't miss no.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna fuck with Hayes no more, man. He wanted 600 off road 2 times.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all in a minute.
Huh?
I was on live. I'm gone. Y'all
let me go. Oh!
Yeah.
I got to be careful.
Man, we out here.
Put too many names in the